I've been drawing for almost 2 years now, and over that time, I figured out a few things that people will be doing that are really bad for their growth in their art. So, first things first, it's not using a reference. Now, I can't explain enough how important a reference is. It's like, imagine this. You have a visual library. You have a library, like, close your eyes, you have a library inside your head of everything you know how to draw. You will only add to that library if you use a reference. When you use the reference, you add it into the library. The more you use a reference like it, the more ingrained it is in your head. Now, if you never use a reference, you will never actually be able to draw from imagination. Now you might be wondering, like, oh wait, but I can draw from imagination and I never use references. Yeah, but did you actually never use references? Can you visually see things with your eyes? Because if you can see things, it means you have past experiences seeing those things. Now, the way you can get better at drawing those things is if you actually look at it with intense detail and study it. But, of course, you've seen things before. You've seen what a cat looks like. You've seen what a dog looks like. So, even though you're not good at it, that's why you still have the general idea of how you actually draw a cat or a dog. That being said, if you never use a reference, you will never get better at it. It's pretty much as simple as that. If you use the reference, what's going to happen is more and more in your head, it's going to get ingrained, oh, this is how you draw a cat. This is how you draw a dog. And you will get better and better at it. And of course, it also comes with the technical skill of practicing it. So, that's the first mistake I'll see, just people not using references. It blows my mind. 100% use a reference. That's how you literally get better at art. It's like trying to learn something but refusing to have somebody teach it to you. It's really stupid. So, the next thing is only watching tutorials but not actually practicing. You might be thinking it's actually beneficial to watch a tutorial. And yeah, I actually agree. I've watched a lot of art tutorials before on oh, how you get better at this. But only watching that, it's not actually going to make you get better solely on its own. Sure, it might help you a tiny bit, but it's not going to get you from point A to B. It's like, have you ever heard of the 80-20 rule? 80% of the results comes from 20% of what you do. So, that 20% of what you do is quite literally practicing it. Now, you might actually need to learn what you need to do to practice it, and in that case, yes, 100% tutorials will help, but you're not going to get better after just watching the tutorial. So, let that sink in your head. You going ahead and binging a bunch of art tutorials, yeah, sure, it might help you a little bit, but that's like the 80% of things that's going to get you the 20% of the results. If you really want to get better fast, 100% practice. Close your eyes and imagine there's one version of you who spent one day just binging art tutorials. Imagine he spent the full day just watching a bunch of YouTube tutorials on art, versus the other version of you who spent one day doing 20, 30 different drawings. Now, you know what, it's not actually, I wouldn't recommend spending a whole day doing that anyway, just because of burnout, you're not gonna get diminishing returns after a certain point. But the point is, if you are actually practicing drawing, you will be better than if you were just watching art tutorials. So, by all means, they can be helpful, and they definitely are helpful. They got me to the point where I'm at now. But mostly what got me to the point where I'm at now is just the pure practice. Now, the last thing, I'm making this video kind of quick right here, but it's just assuming that your talent is fixed. You might just be not good at art, and you can't really change it. That can't be further from the truth. Talent is something that, honestly, I don't really like the word talent. It's yeah, sure, you can be naturally good at something. I find I'm naturally good at doing logical things or whatever, like math, but it's not like I'm fixed at a certain point with other things. For art, I never really considered myself too artistic until, I started drawing a few years ago. And it's very arguable that I had zero talent for art. I was pretty shitty when I first started. I was really bad. You should have seen some of my drawings. And because of that, I was just practicing more and more. And I got to a certain point where I improved a lot and I felt like I was really good. Now people think I'm talented at art, when in reality it was just a bunch of practice. So let that be known in your head. You can get a quote-unquote talent for art. If you just practice a bunch, you will get way better. Now, we know it's not actually talent because you put a bunch of work into it. But don't ever assume that your skill in art is just fixed and you can't get better at it. You 100% can get better at it with just pure practice. Oh, also, I just thought of this last minute. A little bonus thing is you can do deliberate practice and then just drawing and doodling for fun. You just drawing and doodling, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm doing a lot right now. That's like part of the 80% of the stuff that's gonna get you 20% of the results. You just kind of doodling, doing what you know. What I've noticed mostly improved my art is 100% deliberate practice. So, pulling up a reference and then studying it, figuring out, oh, okay, wait, this is how I draw this specific thing, doing really deliberate practice with it. So, you doing normal practice versus deliberate practice, completely different. Deliberate practice is you looking at something and really making sure you understand it. And other practice is just like, okay, yeah, kind of doodling along. Maybe you're not even using a reference, back to point 1. So those are the 3 things, plus I guess the bonus 4, that will be completely ruining your art if you're doing them. So, if you did like this video, then make sure to subscribe to this channel, and thank you for watching.